Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a Let's Build video. What Let's Build videos and what they're all about. Well, Let's Build video, I take a model kit and I'll show you guys how to put it together. If there's any areas of concern on the sprue, i.e. anything's numbered wrong on the sprue to the instructions, I'll give you guys a heads up. If there's any bits that you need to be concerned with in terms of snipping off the sprue or cleaning it down, whether it be pipes or chains or stuff like that, I'll let you guys know. If you suffer from dyslexia or struggle with instructions, again, this is a visual aid to help you out. If you're interested in new models and you're not sure if they're difficult to build or, you know, what way to go about them, then, you know, this is the video for you because it will show you what to do and what not to do. For all my regulars here, guys, I would love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. So today, I'm going to build Raptors and warp Talons. So they are basically Chaos Space Marine jump packs. But they're called Raptors and warp Talons. So now you get a box of 5. You can make either kit. I have 2 boxes, so I'm going to make one of each. So before we go any further, let's have a look at the stat line, because I've actually given us a codex entry. This is how it is in the codex. So if you don't own a codex yet, this is how it comes. Except you won't have the points on like that. There's another page at the back of the codex that has the points value per model and all that sort of stuff. Right, so the Raptors, they have movement of 12, which is tasty. Weapon skill 3+, ballistic skill 3+, so close combat they're 3s to hit, shooting they're 3s to hit. Strength 4, toughness 4, 1 wound apiece, 1 attack. This champion gets 2 attacks. Leadership 7, leadership 8, and they've got 3 up armor soak. It's got power armor. They are a fast support unit. And someone will say, what does that power 6 mean? If you're playing a game using power, so if you're playing 50 power, then that's a unit of these would cost 6 power. Okay, as I tell you here, this unit contains 1 Raptor champion of all Raptors. It can include an additional 5 Raptors, power rating of +4. So if you had another 5 Raptors, it would be a power rating of 10. Yeah, or up to 10 additional Raptors for a power rating of +8. That'd be a +4. That'd be your 14 power then. Each model is armed with bolt pistol, chainsword, frag grenades, and crack grenades. I'm not going to run you through all the stats lines for the weapons that I have. I'm just going to write down slowly so you can see it. About the light affecting piece of white paper. Stop it. But they've got warrior options. Up to 2 Raptors may replace their bolt pistol and chainsword with a plasma pistol and chainsword, or with 1 item from the special items list. So 2 models can have a special weapon. That's absolutely fantastic. 1 model may take a chaos icon. Yeah, so that could be any model with the icon on his back. The abilities: Death to the False Emperor, Fearsome Visage. Units within 1 inch of the enemy Raptors must subtract 1 from their leadership's characteristic. There's like scary faces and stuff like that. Raptor Strike means they can set up from low orbit. So when you deploy them at the end of your movement phase, at the end of any of your movement phases, the unit can be used as Raptor Strike to arrive on the battlefield, set up anywhere on the battlefield that is 9 inches away from enemy models, which is actually nuts. And what they've done here is quite handy, quite nice. So it tells you the special weapons. So flamer, plasma gun, metal gun. Champion equipment. Because the champion can, yeah, so the Raptor champion may replace his bolt pistol and chainsword with items from the champion equipment list. Yeah. So he can change his for bolt pistol, plasma pistol, chainsword, power fist, or power sword. I think the standard build is power sword and plasma pistol for the champion. Anyway, that's that. So what about the warp Talons? The warp Talons are not in here, it's just Raptors. There's no warp Talon stuff in there, so I can't show you any of that, unfortunately. Right, so we get lovely transfers. So everyone that's new, what we do now, let me just get this out of the way. Go through tools needed as always. Mould line scraper. Now you can use a hobby knife or some sort of surgical blade, but just be careful if you're using a blade because it's sharp, you don't want to cut yourself. If there's anyone in the house that might disturb you, just let them know you're using a blade, so just not to startle you by accident. I have, this is sanding block, but you can have sanding block or sanding sponge, especially sponge with sandpaper. Very, very handy. Yeah, very, very handy. This one looks worn and everything else, but there's still good stuff on it, and it's still, yeah, still some nice roughness on it. Use that for mould lines and stuff. Easier to get to. It is clippers, the most useful part of our tools, and I almost forgot to mention it. There's a plastic kit, so plastic glue. There is super glue at hand just in case. Now, what we do at this point then, for everyone that's new, is we'll have a look at the sprues and we ascertain what's what. So we can break the sprue down. So instead of just looking at the two sprues and going, this is one box, and going, oh my goodness me, oh, where do I start? We have a fair idea what we're doing. Now, you can clearly see legs, bodies, front and back. Very simple. Jump packs. And then we've got heads scattered all over the place. They look like wolf talon heads. Yeah, they're the wolf talon heads. So all horns hanging off the back of them. They're the normal raptor heads there. But see these arms with lightning claws? They're the wolf talons. You can see there's loads of absolutely fantastic. Bob pistol arms. Well, Bob pistol hands, shall I say. There's a look at that. That's a beast of a chainsword. That's the first sprue. Second sprue, again, we've got some hands. We've got a power fist. Is that a power fist? Yeah, it's a power fist. Nice. We've got plasma pistols. There's actually 3 plasma pistols here, which is actually quite nice. Well, yeah, of course there would have to be, wouldn't there? Because you could have Sergeant has one, and you could have up to 2 other guys with plasma pistols. Yeah. Plasma gun, metal gun, there's a power sword, and there's a chainsaw. It's absolutely amazing. Where's the flamer? Did I bypass the flamer at all? There's another sprue. Yes, another sprue. There's the flamer. Absolutely menacing looking. We can see we've got arms here. By the looks at these arms, the bolt pistol, or the bolt pistol would glue on the end there. Shoulder pads. Now these little bits, I believe they go on the feet, like a bird's talons. But these pieces for the wolf talons themselves, they go on their jump packs. And that's it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish setting up and I'll come back to you with the first piece. Right, this is one of those amazing kits where it's not leg arm and leg. It's not leg 1 and leg 2 go together and then leg body part this and body part that. This is very, very, very straightforward. I think the only bit that you might have that it's going to give any sort of issues, apart from any mould lines, I don't think there's going to be that many. It's just this bit gluing the arms and the weapon arms on and all that. So the first thing we need is any legs you want. Any legs you want. So I'm going to take this one here. Very, very straightforward. So there's one legs. Then what we need is, and from what I understand, it's one body front, one body back. Yeah, they're all numbered the same, 11. Let me just double check that you're not. Yep, it doesn't matter. Yeah, they all go together nicely. Yep. So whatever back you want, they're all the same, and then whatever front you want. So I'm just going to take the first 2 off. I'm going to take these off and I'm going to clean them, all these 3 bits down, and come back and show you how they go together. It's very, very straightforward. Right, so the body part, I've put glue on it already, but there's 2 little pins, there's 2 little holes, it only goes one way. Of course I did it the wrong way around. There we go, like that, okay. Now I wouldn't worry too much about any join lines or any little bits of sprue line because the arm's going on there. Yeah, that's those there. And this is such a simple build. The body then sits on top of there, like so. Very, very straightforward. Apart from that little flappy bit that I missed. But I'm going to let it dry. So it's freestanding. What I'm going to do, that's the same for every single one of them. So whilst I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to clip all the rest of them off and glue them together to this stage. Right, so I've opened the other box and I've done the same thing what I've done with these guys, with the other guys. But the other box has the instructions to take different layout. So it has all the rules for the weapons and everything else. And of course it has the warp talon stuff, which the other instructions didn't have. So they have movement of 12. They have weapon skill of 3+, bliss skill of 3+, 4+, strength 4, toughness 4, 2 wounds, 5 attacks from the normal guys, 6 from the champion, which is actually lovely. Leadership of 9 and a 3+ armor save. And they're armed with warp talons, which is a melee weapon. Same strength as the user, strength 4. Space Marine toughness 4, so system 4 to boost. Not a big issue, but it's -2 to armor save. It's 1 damage apiece. But with 5 attacks each, that's essentially they could do 5 lots of damage. You know, well, one model could do 5 damage. So they are quite deadly in close combat. So I just want to share that with you guys. So the next thing we need to do, the first model we're going to build is the Sergeant. So it doesn't matter which one you pick. I'm going to pick this one because it's in the middle. So then you've got to decide whether your Sergeant's going to be able to do a Power Fist or the Power Sword or a Chainsword. Now, the Sergeant's one, Chainsword, appears to be his right arm, which would be this one here, number 14. Yeah, if you're going to give it to him. His Power Fist is number 30, which I don't think he's not even on that sprue. His Power Fist is going to be, where are we? There it is. Yeah, number 30, which is a complete Power Fist. So you don't have to worry about gluing hands in and stuff. But you can also either a plasma pistol or a bolt pistol. I'm going to decide what I'm going to give him, the Power Sword or the Power Fist. I'm going to give him the Power Fist. A lot of my sergeants in my Chaos Space Marine armies always have Power Fist and Plasma Pistol, just the way I like running it. So I'm going to snip this off, clean it down, I'll show you how it goes on. It's very straightforward. This is very straightforward. It just goes on there, like so. Yeah. Hold it for a minute or two because there's no holes on it. No, it's just flash surface onto flash surface. There we go, that's that done. So he's next. The next bit for him. Where are we? Okay, so he has. It's either 18, 19, or 20. Okay, is his little sidearm piece, his other arm pieces. I'm going to take number 18 because it's just there. Then you have a choice of plasma pistol. Now there's 3 in here, like I said, because a sergeant can have 1 and 2 normal guys can have 1, which is nice. But I'm going to take the middle one with the little blade on it. 1 second. No, I'm not, because it's the wrong hand. Those two are, see the thumb is there, so that'd be his right hand, whereas that's his left hand. So we need number 27. Of course, the instructions say number 27. So this is his one, but it's 18, 19, or 20 arm. So I'm going to take 18 and 27, which is plasma pistol, and clean them down, show you how they go together. Again, it's a flash surface onto a flat surface without me dropping it. So basically it just goes in like that. This is 2 claws. The 2 claws that stick over the back of the hand actually from the arm, so that's nice and easy. So what we're going to do then, leave it to dry. We'll look at the next piece, which is, of course this is shoulder pads. Now we're going to look for number 7. We'll look for number 7 on the sprue, show you where it is, and then we'll put it on. Okay, it's not number 7. It's categorized, all the pieces I'm about to show you, as group 7. Okay, and you can use any 2 of them from that group onto the parts needed. Same as the heads, all categorized as group 8, I think it is, or group 9, but you can use any of those onto it. Now, there are 2 different types of feet on here, on this model. So these ones here are the warp talons. They've got big claws hanging off from everything else. These ones here are the Raptors. So there's one there on that sprue, and the other ones, so they're warp talon ones. See the size of them, the claws and everything else. There's some more, 93, 94, and then these ones here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the other one is 5. So I'm just going to snip 93 and 94 off, clean them down, show you how they go on. That's chuck some glue in the bottom there. That's where they go. So you literally take one, just slots in. If I can get my giant hands to hold it properly, like so. Now there is a little step in there, because there's a little step there. Again, that just goes in there. Nice and easy. Yeah. And now what's we'll do the other arm as well. The other arm goes on here. Like so. But it's flat onto flat, so I have to just leave that to set for a few minutes. Right, again with the heads, these are the normal raptor heads, okay? These are the warp talon heads. So the warp talons have big horns coming out the back of the head. These guys don't. So I'm going to snip the head off, clean it down and show you how it goes on. You should know by now where it's going. Very straightforward. It just goes in there. Yeah. Fantastic model. Shoulder pads. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shoulder pads. One plain, one with some mad little pattern on it. They're universal, as all shoulder pads are, but you want to have one with a pattern on, one with a blank one per model. Ideally, that's what the instructions are telling me, but you can mix and match them if you want. But I'm going to take these 2 off, clean them down and show you how they go on. It's very self-explanatory, without me knocking the camera for a second time. And just literally, I've already glued one, as you can see. Literally goes across the arm there. That's it. So easy. Now we're going to go into the jump pack. Right, so what we need is 72 and 69. Yeah. Now all of these appear to be 69. So look at this, actually 69. No, that one's not. That one's 71. Oh no, sorry, 69. 69. Yeah, they're all the main part is 69. Okay. It's these little parts that are different. They're 71 or 72. So 72 and 69 is what you need. I'm going to clean them down and show you how they go together. Again, this is very, very straightforward. So I'm going to run some glue along there, on this side. Take it like that, take it like that, and that just slots into there. Okay, there's a horrible little bit there. See it? So I'm going to do is just not a bit of glue on there to get rid of it. You have to dry for a moment and I'll come back and show you it goes on. Right, so this piece has 2 little circle bits and there's 2 little flat circle bits on the back of him. So they just line up with each other, and this is on his back like that. Very straightforward, very easy. So I'm going to glue that into place, and that'll be him done. So we're going to go to the next guy now. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to do his backpack. So I'm going to take these two, because it's not giving me specific numbers for the backpack, so let me just say number 3, which would mean any backpack. So these two are going to be snipped off, cleaned down, glued together the same way, and we'll glue that straight onto him first of all, and then we'll come back for the next piece. Right, so I went ahead and put the head on him. Don't need to show you that, it's very straightforward, and his feet in. Now, I made a bit of a boo-boo here. Don't glue them to the base before you put the feet in, because it's difficult to get in. I've got them in. You can get them in, it's easy enough, but it's just a bit easier not to put them into the base, and it does send the instructions, and then you put them to the base afterwards. So that was my little boo-boo there. So make sure you don't do the same thing. Now you've got to decide, well, if they're going to have the bolt pistol and chainsaw, or if they're going to have the special weapon. So I'm going to give him, I'm actually going to be greedy on this unit, because I can have 2 with special weapons. I'm going to give one of them a plasma gun and one a metal gun, I think, just to really spice that unit up. Actually, no, I'm going to give one of them a flamer. Flamer has a 12-inch range, auto hits, and they can come down at the end of any movement phase. So they could drop down 9 inches away from the enemy. The flamer's range of 12 auto hits, so straight away you can do some serious damage with the flamer, and then go in with the pistols. So let's start with the flamer. That's not even on this one. Where are we? There we are. So there's a flamer. I'm going to snip that off, clean that down. The other pieces that we need are number 31 and number 32. So it's one of these guys. These are both 32. There's only 2 of them on the sprue, both the same mold. So one of these guys and number 31. Where are you? Okay, what's the one? I'm doing something wrong here. They're 32 and 31. Bear with me a second, guys. Right, so there's a mistake on the sprue. These are both supposed to be 31. They're 33. These are what hold the gun. So this is a mistake from the instructions. This is why I do these videos. So one of these guys, one of the 32, which is the other arm, I'm going to snip those both off, clean those down with the flamer, and I'll show you how they all go together. Right, so to do this one, I'll put a bit of glue on their back there. That literally just sits on there like so. Of course it does. That sits on there. Wants to stay. Don't drop on the floor. That goes on there like so. Okay. And then what we have to do then, this glues on to this side. Yeah. And then the other arm glues into the other side, but then this handle bit, this hand bit goes over there, just to hold that in place. Yeah. So, like with the termagants and with the gargoyles, when you glue it into place, use your crafting tool, your mold line scraper, just to adjust. If you have to adjust to push it up, or to just, you know, lift the gun up a little bit to tap it into place and all that sort of stuff. After that point, for this guy, is his shoulder pads. Again, I'm going to glue this together. I don't need to show you shoulder pads. I'm going to do them off camera as well, and then we'll move on to the next guy. Then is exactly the same, okay, but just a different special weapon. So I'm going to give him a metal gun. So you've got a metal gun or a plasma gun. Again, the same thing again. So I'll do him off camera, and then I'll show you a normal guy with a bolt pistol and the chainsaw. Now, one quick thing before I forget, I just realised that the feet, these are the walk Talons, they have little R and little R for right foot and a little L for left foot. Now I didn't realise that when I was putting them on the normal guys. It's only when I got towards the end, last one, I was like, hold a minute, there. So I was extremely lucky putting them in. So, but just bear that in mind. One's for left foot, one's for right foot. But left foot this one, and the left foot on, Left foot, where are we? Left foot, this one, you can use either one. Right foot, you can use either right foot, doesn't matter. I didn't realise that. I'll share that with you guys. Right, so the next piece we need for the two normal guys is 18, 19 or 20. Now 18 we already took for the sergeant. So it's 19 and 20. Okay, now these two arms go on the left hand side of the body and these two arms go on the right hand side of the body. You can do them ones if you want to, but what the instructions tell me are these two. So I'm going to snip these two off, and the bolt pistols, shall I say, what choice are these guys? Absolutely fantastic. Now by the looks of it, this one here is going to be the right arm. That's a left arm, that's a left arm, that's a left arm, and that's a left arm as well. Just because you can tell by the thumb. Yeah, because when he's holding the gun, that's this hand. So any two of the ones that are going to go on there. Obviously if you choose the other arm, then that'll be the one you need. But we're going to snip two of these off and clean them down. I'm not going to show you how to glue together because it goes together the same way as the plasma pistol on the sergeant. Yeah, the same way as this one. So I'm going to glue them together. Again, I don't need to show you how the arm goes on because it goes on, you know, the same way, not an issue. So I'm going to clean those off, glue those together, and then come back for the chainsaws. Right, so time for the chainsaws. Because it's going to be on the right arm, we have to take a right armed weapon. So there's one. There's the second one. There's the power sword, so we can't use that one. But that's a left arm. Yeah. That's another right arm. There's a left arm. That's a dirty weapon. Look at that. I think that look amazing on World Eater models. These are all lovely chainsaws. I'm going to take two off, and again they glue on the other side, and then I put shoulder pads onto those. I already put the helmets onto the heads onto the Talons and their feet actually after dropping two of them. Anyway, I'm going to glue those, clean these two chainsaws off, glue them on, put the shoulder pads on. Those guys are done. I'll show you how to do the backpack on this guy, and I think there's a few arms to sort out, but I'll show you that in a minute. Right, so now to walk Talons. I'm looking at how these guys are built, and I'm not going to need to show you all of them. I'm only going to need to show you like probably one, because it's the same sort of thing. There's a few little differences. So again, the jetpack needed for the champion is 72 and 68. Well, there's 72, and these are all 69. So they've messed up that number again there, so it's another mistake. So 72 and 69 is what we need. So I'm going to snip those off, clean those off, glue those together. I do show you that, I've done that already, but I just thought I'd show you the mistake on there. Well, so the backpack's built, but now it's telling me any two of these things. Okay, they're all numbered up from 74 to 81, 82, sorry, but any two of them, because it's telling me that's group 11, that's what they're part of, and it's telling to me any two parts of group 11. So I'm just going to snip these two off, give them a clean down, I'll show you how they go on. Okay, so this is going to be a fiddly thing to do. You've got the middle part here, okay, it slots into that little groove there, like that. Okay, there's the one that side, and then one the other side. Okay, it's a very fiddly thing. I'm not even going to glue that on camera and do that, just to show you that, because I have to glue it and hold it. Now the next thing is, we need the claw arms for them. Now the claw arms are very, very unique. They're lightning claws, yeah, all lightning claws. But some of them come like this with no hand in it. Obviously these guys go into it. Some of them are just pure claw arms. Now, Champion has specific ones for some bizarre reason. He has number 48 and number 46, which is that one there. So one of these ones and one of them ones. Snip off now, show you how it goes on. Obviously I'm not going to clean them, I'm just going to snip them off and show you. So this literally, you can see there's a little groove there. That's where the thumb goes in like that. Yeah, and then that glues on as normal. Okay, there's that one, and the other one is 47 and 45. Is one of those bad boys, yeah, and 45 is this guy here, and that will go in the same way. There's a little groove up there for the thumb to go into. Now, from what I can see in the instructions, there's one other set of lightning claws that does the same thing, and again it's the same thing again, 47 and 41, and 48 and 42, which is very straightforward. But apart from that, all of the sets, that one you have to build, that's what I've just told you, 41 and 47, and there's 42 and 48. But you can put that one and that one on a model, or that one and that one on a model, this one, yeah. As long as one is the left arm, one is the right arm, on it goes. So those are that's very pretty to hold on to. And then the shoulder pads on them as normal. That's as simple as, I don't need to do it because I've shown you the arms, showing you shoulder pads, showed you how the hands go. I've shown you how these guys go on as well. When you're putting these guys, bear in mind, that's the bit that connects onto the back, so it's just like that. So glue it on. But it's saying glue it on beforehand. I'm looking, is there anything I've missed there? Or it doesn't sign properly. Oh, that's why I got it upside down. It goes in like that way, sorry. Just realised it's upside down. The spiky bit has to be at the bottom. That's how it goes. Okay. So there's going to be too fiddly for me to sit and glue and hold for 20 minutes. In this sort of instance, I would probably go to super glue. Just get that little bond quicker. But anyways, I don't need to show you anything else with that. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it helps the channel out in a massive way. And turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. There's probably someone looking at this video going, "Oh, I was stuck on the Talons. How do you build? Build one. Show me on camera. Show me on camera." You know, if that's the case, chuck on below, and you know, I'll get another box and do another one, do warp signs again. But anyway, guys, thank you for everyone that supports the channel for as long as you have. It means a hell of a lot to me. Everyone smash the thumbs up button as well, because it triggers YouTube to then share this video with more and more people. There's some more fresh blood to go into the vote for the next painting video. Guys, until next time, thanks for watching. Take it easy.